Guys, it's Connor with Cobbs Capital back again for another weekly recap. We had a really interesting week, especially on a 4-day short week in the market. As I mentioned last week, I was talking about Russia and Ukraine and the fact that, we don't know which way that could go, and that was causing some uncertainty. Well, that got resolved this weekend. We know what happened. Russia ended up invading Ukraine. Very unfortunate, prayers for those in Ukraine and everybody affected by that. But the effect that had on our, U.S. stock market was pretty palpable. On the news breaking that Putin had decided to go into Ukraine, we see the NASDAQ down 3.5%, the S&P 500 down 2.5%. It's looking grim for the market. And all of a sudden during the day, we're sitting here watching, and the market's just rallying and rallying and rallying, coming back on the news of President Biden's new sanctions, as well as the UK laying sanctions on Russia. And Vladimir Putin has offered to have high-level talks with Ukraine and all sorts of other diplomatic, political things like that can point traders in the direction of potentially a quick resolution to this, as well as maybe Russia being punished for this, which is kind of good for the overall market. Another thing, too, that this can have an effect on is the fact that a lot of professional economists believe that this war could lead the Fed to consider postponing the rate hikes. Because until now, the Federal Reserve has been very hawkish. They've been saying for months now that they're going to have several basis points worth of rate hikes to the Treasury yields and interest rates this year. And that has been something that investors are wary of. But this war might turn that around. So we're looking at that, as well as a plethora of other things. Crude oil, which I'll get to in a minute, was surging this week because of pipeline concerns with Russia and the United States. And that also caused the market to rally a little bit, especially the energy sector. Our next topic we're going to go ahead and cover is we're looking at the indexes for the week, and it's actually quite shocking. We've seen it go up 3%, down 3%, up 2%, down 2%. It's been the most volatile week I've seen in months, to be honest with you. And at the end of the day, Dow Jones was down 0.1%, the S&P 500 was up 0.8%, and the NASDAQ was up 1%. After all this volatility, after all of this that we're seeing in the market, end result just slightly above 0%. So it's a little unfortunate, but traders like us at Cobbs Capital, we benefit a lot from volatility. And if you do check out the channel, there are a lot of videos teaching trading strategy around volatility. This week was a very profitable week for a lot of traders I know. Definitely check that out. It was a short week. We had President's Day here on Monday. And so there are only 3 that I'm going to go over today. Alibaba, the biggest retailer in China, one of the biggest companies in the world. They announced their earnings. Their stock popped about 9% this morning. And Coinbase, another large crypto-based company, they reported their earnings and they were relatively flat, up 2%, down 2%, didn't exceed the implied volatility. And then the big heavy hitter today that we're seeing is Square. Can you believe this? Square, now known as Block, Jack Dorsey's payment company, they reported earnings today and they popped 26%, which is a powerful move for them. And that's about all we got for you this week. Check out again next week and we'll have another weekly recap for you. In the meantime, though, do check out the channel. We have a lot of other videos on trading strategies and a lot of news involving cryptocurrencies, the metaverse, and trading in general. Really resourceful, and I couldn't recommend it more. So I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much.